Ben Carson here with a potentially life-saving message. I may be a retired neurosurgeon, but trying to help save lives is something I'll never stop doing. Every year, this world loses around 5,000 lives that could have been saved from choking accidents. That's why I've partnered with LifeVac, a company based right here in the USA. It's simple to use, can be used on adults and children, plus it's guaranteed for life. Most importantly, if you ever have to use it in an emergency, they replace it for free. Join me on my mission to ensure every home, business, restaurant, and school in this country has a LifeVac. Go to the lifevac.net and order your very own life-saving device today. Thank you.
Hey, welcome back in the arena. My name is Rick Fatscher. Been joined, of course, by Patrick O'Rourke as always. And this night, a little bit of a kind of a special occasion. Ryan Roadshow Warner in studio. And Ryan, how are things out there on the road?
Right now I'm off the road, but they've been good.
Off the road again?
And remind folks, why do we call you Roadshow?
Roadshow. So I've been doing the Costco roadshows for quite some time now. I set up a table in all the different Costcos around the country and demonstrate how the LifeVac works and sell it through the Costco.
And you have an assist.
Yep.
It's a couple weeks from now, a little bit of a tease. We're going to have Roadshow Ryan in studio with Angel.
Yes.
Who saved a life, and in due in large part to the coaching that you gave him at a Costco
Training
here on Long Island.
Training, not coaching. Training. Trained him.
All right, we got to use our words.
So if you see me in a Costco, come up to me and I'll show you how the LifeVac works, and you can try it.
Yeah.
Not if he's just shopping, though. If he's just shopping.
Yeah, if he's out of uniform, folks, let him be.
I'll still help.
He's a man on a mission. He doesn't know how not to help.
That's the 8 cans of beans for $4.
You know, at this portion of the show, one of my favorites is, and I know it's one of yours, is when we talk to Mr. 3000, Cape Coral, Florida. He's coming to again live from his son's high school football game.
My prediction.
Mr. 3000, are you?
But here I am, beautiful South Florida weather, getting ready for another exciting football game. Hopefully we do a little better on this one. I got a good feeling about it. But speaking of good feelings, let's go over some of these numbers because I had my guess. For those who don't know me, I'm Mr. 3000. I was the 3000th reported save. I used the device on my daughter while driving. And that is coming up on October 20th. So we're 11 days away. 11 days away from the 1-year anniversary.
Wow. You might make 2,000 in a 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
going to take 5 years for that. Right.
We're going to be right there. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I was shooting. My number for the anniversary was 4,820. That's what my ballpark guess was. And I'm happy to say we're going to beat that number by the anniversary. So I'm really happy about that. Bobby, do we have a number? Want to throw that up there?
And as always, I'll read the number. LifeVac total lives saved, 4,816 lives saved, of which 2,938. Oh yeah.
So 4,816 reported saves. Let's throw that in there because some of these saves aren't reported. These are reported saves as of right now, 2,938 children. So again, I think we're gonna beat my number of 4,820 because I still have 11 more days, and we're saving in between 3, 5, sometimes 7 people a day with a LifeVac. So it's just it's absolutely amazing.
Great job.
Is it disconcerting for you at all, Mr. 3000, that you didn't see us for a little while? Now you're
not at all.
Okay,
not at all. We're just going to keep rolling with it. We don't let speed bumps slow us down.
The show must go on. Someone once said that.
Show must go on. Speaking of the show must go on, let's go over the highlight of the week because it is
highlight,
a really good one.
LifeVac save of the week.
On October 2nd, a 5-year-old boy who uses a wheelchair at a Philadelphia school choked on a bite of sandwich. Staff performed choking rescue procedures. LifeVac was used 3 times and successfully dislodged the food. School staff reported the LifeVac definitely supported the school. staff is removing the blockage and returning airflow to the student who was choking. Based on some previous concerns, choking based on some on observational notes, we started sending to LifeVac to lunch with the students. So apparently they didn't always keep it with the students during lunch. They started doing that for good reasons. This really assisted and made our response time faster. Thank you, LifeVac. I'll
Wow.
say it every day that I can. LifeVac, get it. It will save a life.
What's the saying? Have it and not
Oh,
need it.
look,
Oh,
look,
I'll
let you-
LifeVac.
I want to steal your thunder.
yeah.
Better to have it and
way.
not need it than need it and not have it. The life you save could be your own, could be a child, could be a stranger, could be anybody. Get a LifeVac.
Hit that button.
Why
Beep,
not?
beep, beep, beep,
Yeah, and
beep.
use code, go to lifevac.net and use code MITA. Totally underutilized. We learned today there are over 270 coupon codes involved with LifeVac. A lot of them, have been dormant for a while. We've kind of trimmed things down. There it is, LifeVac coupon, 15% off. Someone asked me that question today. I'm able to say 15% off. Use code MITA, Man in the Arena.
In the arena.
And it's so worth it to have it because as a parent I was put in a situation that could have been detrimental, could have been life changing, and again, LifeVac saved my daughter's life. So to any and every parent listening, get a LifeVac. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth the peace of mind.
Yeah, he brought Ray Priebe and Maya and the rest of the family, the rest of the Priebes into our lives, and we were forever so grateful that you join us each week and give us the updates. Can I go back to the details of that save of the week?
Yep.
And the school did not have it prior to this. It was
So apparently the school didn't always carry it with the children in need. So obviously they had it available, but they weren't carrying it with them, say, to the lunchroom. This particular day, they took it with them to the lunchroom. So they had it on hand when the emergency happens, which obviously decreased the time the child went without oxygen.
Yeah. So, we say on average across the country, it's about 20% of schools, which is far too low.
Far too low.
In fact, to be, and we fight that every day, and we fight it nationwide. And Arthur Lee, God bless him, he, testified before the board in Wisconsin and offered a free LifeVac to any school that would just go through the trouble of contacting us and saying, I want a free LifeVac. And now, of course, we see the great state work that Texas is doing, making it mandatory. And,
I think Florida and every other state needs to follow Texas in their mission, to keep our children safe. Wait, who's that? A surprise visitor?
Princess Maya.
Oh,
There she is.
3,000.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Maya.
Say, get a LifeVac.
Yeah.
So, Maya, what does Austin's team have to do tonight to turn things around?
Does Austin need to win tonight? Yeah. Say, go Baker.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ray.
Absolutely. God bless you guys.
We'll see you
We'll
next
see you
week.
next
Great
week.
story.
Say bye.
Bye, Maya.
Wow, it's always a shot in the arm to see Maya, who came up and watched her father hang her picture up on the Hall of Saves, which we're so blessed to be sitting in front of each and every week. What do you guys think? I mean,
1,816 in less than a year so far.
Hmm.
Unbelievable,
Hmm.
right? And what did it take you 5 or 6 years to get to 3,000?
yeah, it always stuck to me that in 2016 was the first year that a life was saved, and in the entire year, can you imagine? 4.
So
That was the first year.
I saw a thing on Facebook the other day. It was pictures of Artie, like through the years, where 8 pictures, 22 pictures, 30 pictures.
Yep.
And now it's this. It's amazing, right?
Yeah. And Heidi talks
And that's
about
the reported ones.
exactly. And no one knows better than Roadshow, right?
I don't have my notes on me, but I believe the number is up to 39 people that came up to me in Costco's that have used the device and saved either themselves or one of their loved ones and didn't report it. So
We got to start keeping stats on that then.
that number's way underreported.
It's like Googling your own name. You hate to admit it, but come on, everyone does it, right?
It's hard to get to the point where you've received this incredible information from someone that used the LifeVac, saved a life, and if they didn't report it then, it's hard to get them to do it now. get a free LifeVac, but it actually helps save other lives, right? The information that's collected, whether it's the obstruction, that standard protocols don't always
Word of
work.
mouth. Get the word out there. Yep,
Awareness.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And if you don't report it, we catch you. We will yell at you. We will. No, we won't. I'm joking. We will never yell at you.
Oh my goodness, I was looking for my outro because we're running out of time. Listen, this has been a great show. I thank Roadshow Ryan for being here, Pat O'Rourke as always, and we were talking with Stacey Brown and the ladies at S2C Access S2C. We're going to get that right, and it's just been an incredible show talking about raising awareness about spelling to communicate, and no other thing than to ask Mike Rowe to take us out. Mike, take us out.
It's no joke when you choke, so get LifeVac and live. Without breath, there'll be death. So get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live. Get LifeVac and live. LifeVac and live.
Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Arena. I'm really excited about tonight's episode. We've got a fantastic group joining us. We're talking with Stacey Brown, Bo's mom, Chris Elsing, who's parent to Marissa, along with the co-founders of Access S2C, Leanne DiTomaso and Samantha Paros will be joining us. They're doing incredible work helping people with autism and other sensory motor differences communicate through something called spelling to communicate, or S2C. We'll dig into how this approach is changing lives, what inspired them to get involved, and the powerful stories behind their mission. It's going to be a really inspiring show, an eye-opening conversation. So let's get right into it. Why not? Actually, introducing you for the first time today, Roadshow Ryan Warner. Roadshow Ryan Warner is here, and Patrick O'Rourke.
Not on the road right now.
How surreal is it? Because you usually join us periodically from the road, where you're probably most comfortable with LifeVac, right? And now you're in the studio.
It's great to be here. It's always nice to be in studio, instead of inside of a Costco where it's very noisy and the lights are bright.
I almost don't recognize you
bright
without
lights
the
here.
ceiling of a Costco in the background of you, zooming in on your own
Yeah.
selfie.
And Pat, so good to see you as always.
Always,
And
Richard.
do you want to give us an update on your journey?
My diet, 38.5 pounds. in
With a
12
bullet.
weeks.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
No, I'm slowing down too much.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
It's like throwing a deck
that's-
chair off the Queen Mary. You know what I'm saying, folks? But I'm getting there. Heather
One-
says you're not losing weight, you're dropping weight. You're dropping weight. Stay positive.
Losing is a bad term.
Yes, it's a bad connotation.
Speaking of losing, I'm sorry about both your Yankees.
They didn't lose, they dropped the series. And now they go home for the year. They didn't lose.
So, listen, let's get to our first guest. Stacey Brown is the visionary founder and chief belief officer. I love that. CBO, chief belief officer of Nested Hope, a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing support for caregivers of children with special needs. As a devoted mother herself, Stacey understands the unique challenges and joys that come with raising a child with special needs. Her personal experiences have fueled her passion for creating a community where caregivers can find resources, encouragement, and camaraderie. Stacey Brown, are you with us?
I'm here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here. We appreciate you so much. And, I was telling someone, even though I was speaking with Donna Yaisley earlier, and I said, Donna, while I don't, spend a lot of time talking to Stacey directly, you really held my hand through my early appearances on Shop HQ, where your testimony would be in every segment. And as I was nervous, Stacey you would come on and talk about Bo and talk about how LifeVac, saved him. And I always felt like you were there kind of with me virtually.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel like we're here too much, though. Unfortunately, he's a
Frequent flyer.
frequent flyer. Yes, he was. I know Mr. Priebe, there was a 30,000 save.
Yeah.
Bo was 96 save at one point.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he's had multiple saves since. So, yeah.
Well, he stands out when I go, among the 3,000, you see the walls. I don't know if you were ever in the Hall of Saves, but the roof was much lower. There were far few pictures. We talked earlier about, when Heidi started, who's such a, important part of LifeVac family.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was looking at 62 pictures, and to have it now. But I always notice Bo's picture.
I was there for the 500 saves party. Bo's picture is back there under the E and save, two down. Yep.
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 That's awesome. So, you know what? Tell everyone, like, what's the Bo experience? Well, like, what's Bo like?
Well, there's many different facets to Bo. It depends on who he's going to present us with. To his core, he is a genuinely fun kid. He likes to be funny and make people laugh. He's inquisitive. He's motivated when he wants to be motivated. He's happy, really happy when he's happy. He's really angry when he's angry. You're
explaining every kid.
Yeah. He has been asking to go to school. So we've been kind of navigating the ERP and soon to be having our IEP meeting. We're going to have the
Is he
LifeVac
homeschooled now?
No, he's been homeschooled.
Yes.
For 11 years. Yep. And he wants to go and have independence from me, and I'm so afraid of it because of his dysphagia.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to actually write the LifeVac into his IEP that it will always be with him.
Yeah. Do you happen to know if the school is LifeVac friendly?
I don't know. I don't know if this one is yet. It's the Mentor public school system. I'm getting there though, because I really want to pitch that because I mean, obviously we need it everywhere we go. So yeah.
Yeah. So now you want to turn the topic to your foundation, Nested Hope.
Yes.
And I know that, and I don't know if Chris Elsing is going to join us or if he's going to be chiming in. I don't know.
Oh, I think he should be. I don't know if he's in the waiting room, but I thought he was.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't mind, let's bring Chris Elsing into the building.
I'm
What's
here.
happening?
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Chris, thanks for being here. We just heard about Bo. Tell us about Marissa.
Marissa is 11 years old. She's non-speaking, and we've been doing the spelling to communicate it's been about 3 years now. It's been a little over 3 years now.
And you see a huge difference. You know, later we're going to be talking to Leanne Tomaso and Samantha Paros, co-founders of Access S2C. It's a lot of acronyms, but I'll get it.
Yeah, but hopefully I can do them justice and lead into what they're going to tell you. But it has been life-changing for us, for sure, and my entire family.
That's awesome. Now, I know that there's a topic, and the founding of Nested Hope was surrounding this beautiful spirit, Morgan. If you could tell us or tell the folks about Morgan.
So Marissa and Morgan were like best friends, and they were actually once we break down what S2C is, you'll understand. But they were communicating with one another through emails, and then we would get them together for play dates whenever they possibly could. And then they were both homeschooled, so we did a lot of the same events and just were together whenever we could. They were two 11-year-old girls that were both using the same method to communicate.
And Bo too.
Yep, Bo's spelling as
and
well.
Bo too.
Yeah.
So
now,
we have like events with all the spellers where they all the kids get together. It's great because it's like a relief for all of us parents because everybody kind of understands each other and there's no judgment. It's like a judgment-free zone. So Bo, Morgan, all the kids are there. It's just it's the best when we can get them all together.
You know, we had Alicia Malone on, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Stacey, but we had Alicia Malone on a couple weeks ago, and we talked about this accidental rudeness. Where, what would you hope people in the community would realize when you talk about, you know, being in a judgment-free zone? It doesn't happen all the time. What do you have as a message to the folks that don't get it, don't understand, like out in public, about what it takes?
For me, the biggest thing is that they understand everything you're saying. They know, and even if it seems like they're not paying attention or that they don't, like, it appears like they're in their own little world or whatnot, because we thought that for years, but that's where we were wrong. They're not in their own little world. They're fully aware of everything that's happening to them. So if you ignore them or don't say hi or say hi to other kids around them and like it's rude. And so that would be the thing, is just treat them just like you would any other typical kid. And it's a little different because you might not get the same response, but I don't know, just put yourself out there and deal with it.
Yeah.
They got
It's
enough stuff to deal with.
Chris, it's interesting. You started the conversation by saying Marissa was non-communicative. I
Yes.
can't even say it, right?
Non-speaking.
Non-speaking, but this technology or this company has the spelling to communicate has changed things, right? Is this the first time there's been better communication?
It's the first time there's really been any accurate communication. So for years we used something called an AAC device, and Marissa was very sporadic on it, and it does great for millions of kids. It's an awesome device, but some kids struggle with it because of the motor planning that's involved, and it's hard for them to accurately point to the right button, so they're not always getting what they want. So it's not always accurate, and it causes frustration for some of these kids. So long story short, we came across this spelling to communicate thing, and it's basically they spell out their thoughts and feelings through a letter board, and it's more accurate because they're spelling out letters. So long story, we started the therapy, Marissa took off, and then in about a year, through like serious motor planning and then her practicing and working her butt off, we were able to get like statements from her and find out what her true thoughts and feelings were about certain things. So it's really like amazing. And just to sum up how crazy it was, before we found out about spelling to communicate, we were learning about like barn animals, like point to the sheep and point to the cow and stuff like that. And then after one spelling to communicate lesson, we go down to Florida because that was the only place at the time where there was like active practitioners, and they read her like a 7th grade lesson, and she was spelling out answers on the letter board about like Neil Armstrong and stuff. And we got her back at home pointing to barn animals, so it just completely flipped our world upside down because we realized she could hear everything we were saying and she understood and comprehended everything. So we basically thought she had the cognitive abilities of a toddler, but it turns out she was basically smarter than all of us.
Definitely smarter than us, right?
Yes.
And Stacey, how was it for Bo?
Bo's kind of very similar. He's also nonverbal. I like to call him pre-verbal because I'm still hoping someday it'll be there. But again, the spelling is a way for him to be verbal, like Chris has explained with Marissa. He also started therapy at 4 months old. He has an AAC device too, and he leaves it behind the couch. That's how useful it is to him. Wow. It's very limiting. And we were homeschooling, and the table work he didn't want to do anymore because we were stuck on 3-letter sight words. And I thought, listening to all of his evaluations over the years from therapists, cognitively, he was very, very young. But so our first experience with spelling, he was in there spelling the names of planets, and it just blew my mind because, they're more than 3 letters. So yeah, they're in there.
Amazing. It's amazing to hear, these two blossoming with this new technology. Yeah. Now, and I touched on it earlier. I know it's painful, but Nested Hope was started after tragedy. Can you explain what happened to Morgan?
Yes. Morgan was one of our beloved spellers. And when her mom had struggled and ended up taking Morgan's life and then took her own, she left behind a beautiful family consisting of grandma, grandpa, and an aunt that are scrambling to find the pieces. Collectively, we've kind of brought this to them, and everybody knows about this here that's going to be on today. They've all had a hand in planning it. But Nested Hope is going to offer some supports to the parents so that they can better support their children. And in trying to figure this out, like, what would Morgan's mom need? What did Morgan need? What do we need? And this is what we're kind of doing. Had a little bit of a health issue that's been going on. So we haven't done a lot with it most recently, but we'll be getting there very soon.
Oh, you're doing more than most.
Yeah.
And how can people help with that?
Well, soon we're going to be turning towards the community because it is a community project. We're looking for the community to help the community. We're going to be looking for funds fuel this, because we want parents to be able to come and enjoy some camaraderie, just hanging around with others that get it. We want parents to come in to, have educational classes that maybe they can't always get because of lack of childcare, or like Bo, he needs 24/7 care. I always have to be with him. But at Nested Hope, I'm going to hopefully provide that space where the parents can come in, have a little respite. Over here, the kids are over in a gym and they're supervised and they're safe and they're sensory seeking and going to go home regulated. That's the hope. But yeah, we're going to be looking for help. We're going to be looking for sponsorships and fundraising, and would love the support from the community.
Yeah. Well, LifeVac is in your corner.
Yes.
Always will.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anything that, how can folks find the Nested Hope?
Oh, please go to our website. It's nestedhope.org. That's nestedhope.org. We're also on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yeah. And is Chris helping out?
Yeah, Chris and his wife, Jessica's amazing too. Like, she's so great.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, you've been listening to Stacy Brown and Chris Elsing, parents of autistic children, and creating of Nested Hope, which is an incredible organization. We're going to be back with more in the arena after this.
Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Dad.
That was us over 10 years ago.
Now LifeVac is responsible for saving over 4,000 lives from choking.
In the time it takes you to pick up the phone and call, another life could be saved.
The LifeVac saved my life in 1 to 2 seconds.
Protecting families has always been our mission. I'm sure you love your family like I love my daughter. Do us all a favor and get your own LifeVac now.
Go to lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac. Order now.
We're back.
And we are back in the arena. My name is Rick Fatscher, along with Pat O'Rourke, Roadshow Ryan Warner. You guys enjoying the show so far?
Yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah, we're going to be speaking coming up with the co-founders of Access S2C, Leanne DiTomaso and Samantha Paros will be joining us. And just for your information, if you can hear us, Chris and Stacy, hang out if you can in the waiting room, and we'll bring you on if you want to chime in. All right, Leanne and Samantha. Hey, ladies.
Hi.
So great to see you guys. I spoke to you yesterday. You're separate, now together at Access S2C.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So how did you start this? How did you start Access S2C?
Well, we'll tell a little bit of our story. I had a friend whose son was a non-speaker, and I had no idea that they were doing this. And I knew they were going down to Florida for something. But after almost a year, she said, I have to show you something, and brought me to her house, and her son was communicating with me.
And that hadn't happened.
No, it was never. And I knew him his whole life. He was about, I think, 15 at this time. And it was very emotional. And then he spelled out, you should do this. And that next week, I sent in my application to be in the course. And here I am.
It's an international organization. Is that true?
It is. Yes. Yes.
So you get certified to, teach or share spelling to communicate, correct? And you were a nurse?
Yes, I am also a nurse, although I don't work as a nurse now because we are extremely busy here.
You're kid whisperers. You can get through to kids.
It's the best job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, what kind of training is involved when you get certified?
So you have classes every other week. It's online. They're live classes. A lot of not homework, assignments that are due every week.
Yeah, they wouldn't like to hear homework. That's negative.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Assignments.
Yes. Right.
Fun
You have to find your own spellers to work with. You send videos in. It is actually it's a hard course, but somehow I managed while I was
Harder than the nursing?
hospital.
I think
No,
different.
no, different. It was
Mhm.
a lot, though. It was a lot.
Yeah. Samantha, what was your background?
So I actually graduated high school in 2019.
Oh my
Oh, God.
goodness gracious.
And I did not know what I wanted to do at the time. I was
No one
clueless.
knows. Pat, you don't know.
Exactly.
I still don't.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure it out.
So one of my mom's best
I know.
friends has a son with autism. He actually does speak. And when I got my driver's license, when I was 16, I would hang out with him just as a friend. We'd go bowling, go out to dinner, and I just loved it. It was so fulfilling being with him. Like he just made my whole month whenever I would see him. So I actually got certified through the county so that the county can fund like their services, and the county paid me directly. And I met another family who was using those services who had a boy who was 15. His name is Max, and he is
Hey,
a
Max.
non-speaker.
He's a non-what?
Speaker.
Non-speaker. And so Max did not communicate at all. He used minimal speech, which means like he could say words like ask for water or if you need to go to the bathroom, that kind of thing. But you couldn't have a conversation with him. So his mom found out about Spelling to Communicate, and there was no practitioners in Ohio at the time. So she invited me to go to Chicago with them. That was the closest practitioner. And I went, not even knowing what I was walking into. And when I saw him spelling out words that I couldn't even spell out, I was like, I have to do this. My mind is completely blown.
So you
So
got a
I
calling.
went through the training and met Leanne along the way, and here we are.
So now the two of you have this Cleveland, Ohio, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
And so nationwide, what are we talking about? Definitely a market for it, a need for it to be growing.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there are so many kids, adults that could benefit from this. I mean, we've worked
Yeah.
with over 100 non-speaking individuals, and the results that we've seen are just crazy.
So we're talking Cleveland, Ohio. I think our nearest market that this show airs in, of course, it's available always on YouTube and Facebook on the LifeVac USA, but we also go out nationwide: San Diego, Los Angeles, Houston, Orlando, Dallas, New York, here, and then Allentown, PA. I guess is probably the
Yeah,
closest.
we got to get in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Definitely.
did.
How can folks that want to reach out to you? How do they get in touch?
So for us, we have a website. It's www.access. So I'll spell it out.
I love the fact. Hold on a second.
Yep.
I love the fact that you, as a young person, says www as I do. All the time. And I feel silly when I do it, but you make me feel so much better.
You know what it stands for?
Do you know what www stands for?
I do.
No.
World Wide
Leander.
Web.
Wide Web.
World Wide Web. Yeah.
That's because I'm old.
But I interrupted.
You get 10
and I
points.
apologize.
It's
How do
all
folks get
good.
in touch?
So it's www. I'm going to spell it out. ACCESS, the number 2 and the letter C.com. We're also on Facebook and social media as Access S2C. And
Do your
yeah.
communities know about your appearance here tonight in the arena?
Not
Not
yet.
So yeah, well, we're gonna ask when it goes out. So we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and you'll be able to see that and share it with your audiences. But also again out on the radio nationwide on I think next weekend. So
Cool. Yeah, our
hopefully-
goal is to spread the word about Spelling to Communicate. There are other practitioners in other states, not just Ohio, but you're more than welcome to reach out to us and we can help you find somebody that's closer to you as well.
Yeah. Now Bo and Marissa.
We
Yes.
sure do.
Yeah, big smiles for those listening. Two big smiles coming when we mentioned though. And Stacy's, we were on with Stacy and Chris Elsing, Stacy Brown and Chris Elsing, and they've seen near miraculous improvements in the communication. Do you see that? Is it almost across the board with the people that you come in contact with?
Yes. We haven't found anybody that it does not work with.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It can
Like
take
LifeVac.
the time
Yeah.
the time that it takes to get to what we call open communication, which means like having conversations, can differ from everybody.
Mhm.
Chris had mentioned Marissa in about a year was able to do that, but some take longer. It could be 2 years, it can be 4 years. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of practice at home as well.
Yeah. Now, is it funded, the visits? Is it something that insurance will pay for?
No, unfortunately, they won't.
Mm.
There are some scholarships available. Actually, Chris's wife and another mom set up a foundation, and we help them raise money for that, and they give out scholarships. So,
Mhm. So that's, I would imagine, a barrier in some cases.
For sure.
Yeah.
For some
Yeah.
families, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but both your hearts are certainly in the right place.
Yeah, for sure.
And at what point you mentioned along the way, you two came in contact during the training or afterwards?
it was
Obviously, you're also close together.
yes. I think was I
Not
done
just
with
tonight
the
on camera.
training?
I don't think you were done.
I think I was almost done with the training when we met.
We met through mutual people, and now we're best friends.
Best friend. And
It
how
was like
how large is the
immediate.
staff? Is it just the two of you in Cleveland?
No, we have a pretty big staff now, so we're coming on 3 years. It's us two, and then we have two. We have a practitioner now. We have one in training. We have a lady who actually does adaptive personal training to work on like gross motor skills, like bigger skills for these kids, which is very helpful for spelling.
Non-communicative, right? I can't.
Yes.
speak.
Yes.
Non-speaking.
And we actually just announced that we're opening up our second location in Columbus, Ohio.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
news.
And when does that? When do you break ground?
We have a practitioner in training there right now. She will be finished in March. So that's when
Does she have a non-speaking? She had a non-speaking child, right?
She
Or-
does,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Just was reading about her on Facebook. It's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Is
Yeah.
it? I sent the
She's
link.
given the side shot. The rest of you just have a head
Yeah. She's a photographer, so she already had her pictures.
Got to get the angles. Yes.
Now,
Exactly.
you may have mentioned it, ladies, in the beginning, but how long is the training? And if folks are interested in, getting involved, getting training, getting an access, access S2C would be yours, but there's spelling to communicate opportunities. Again, I don't know what the numbers are across the country, but it sounds like there's not a lot of people doing what you're doing.
No, there's not. They can go to, it's i-asc.org. It's IASC, we call it. And that's where you can find how you can apply for the training and a whole lot of other information about spelling to communicate.
The training is, I want to say it's around 8 months.
8 months. And is there a significant cost associated with the training?
I'm not sure what it is now. It could have gone up from when we did it a couple of years ago, but I'd say it's definitely probably under like $5,000.
Well, actually, I think it's 3,500 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
for sure.
$70 of credit there. I don't know what better than college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Leanne. More rewarding than I don't know what type of nurse you were or where you were nursing, but
Well, I
sounds
was a
like it's
labor
more
and
rewarding.
delivery. I was a
Labor and delivery.
for 25 years.
It's a lot of
Wow.
screaming. A lot of labor.
It was very rewarding, but I mean,
years.
as I'm sure a lot of nurses say, there's some burnout there, and this is just, I love coming here every day. I love it.
Love your job. You'll never work a day in your life.
Do you have any relatives on Long Island? Leanne.
Where?
Long
Long
Island.
Island.
I don't
There's a
I
very
don't
famous
know.
athletic family named Di Tommaso from Farmington.
You know
brother-
what? There might be. I mean, I'm married, so it's my husband's last name.
Is he
But
good
there
athlete?
may be actually.
I thought of the same young man that he played at Hopkins, right? Lacrosse.
Yeah, played the USA team. but he had two brothers too, but all really good players. The D. Tomasos. I didn't like him because we played against him.
I'll have to ask.
Yep.
Yeah, we were rivals. So what, you have anything coming up?
Oh, we
Besides
have
the groundbreaking in Columbus.
And more people coming on.
We try to host community events for our families. That was our biggest goal when starting this, is to build a community here. So if it's like one big family when you're here.
Speaking of family, I don't know if it's technically possible, but Bobby, can we bring, if Stacy's still there and Chris Elsing is still there, can we have them all in?
Yeah,
Bobby's trying.
Yeah.
There's Chris Elsing and Stacy Brown joining the ladies, Andy Tomaso and Samantha Paros. Obviously, just a reminder for the folks that are listening, we spoke to Stacy Brown and Chris Elsing earlier. They are big fans of Leanne DiTomaso and Samantha Barros' work. Access S2C, spelling to communicate. So they mentioned family. Go ahead, Stacy.
I just want to say that we have had years of therapy. Bo is 11. I'm sure Chris and Jessica did that with Marissa as well. But what these two ladies do outside of the office is what makes them so special. I just have to say it, because they don't often, they're just like, this is just what I do. I just love it. No, it makes our worlds better. Just for taking that extra time and bringing us all together. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, I know you concur and nodding in agreement. You love these two.
And
yes. Well, and that's what kind of to piggyback on what Stacy did.
One second, Chris. We had who was Joe Piscopo was on the show recently. Famous comedian in his car driving. You're the second guest that we've had actually driving the car.
Yes.
I'm not driving. I'm in the passenger.
Okay. All safety.
I got stuck at work. I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes,
we can hear you fine, and it's totally okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we did have a man in a canoe.
Yes.
But to piggyback on what Stacy was saying over there is Leanne and Samantha go above and beyond with the events, and then they go to like the baseball games when Marissa plays in America League, and they show up and they're just they're there, and they make sure that the whole place is a community, and that goes a long way.
Wow. Listen, if you guys can stick around, and we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more. Stacy Brown, Chris Elsing, and the co-founders of Access S2C, Leanne DiTomaso and Samantha Paros.
Spelling.
After this,
communicate.
We'll see you on the other side.
She started to choke on a piece of candy.
She wasn't breathing.
Then Ray reached for the LifeVac, and it saved her.
She could have easily died that day. A LifeVac saved her life. What I would say is don't need a LifeVac and not have it. Have a LifeVac and hopefully never need it.
Recently, the American Red Cross has added anti-choking devices as an option when standard protocol fails or is not feasible.
Go to lifevac.net or call 877-543-3822.
It is amazing.
And we're back in the arena. My name is Rick Fatscher. It has been all evening. And we are joined by...
I don't know if you can hear what's going on in my background.
Is that Bo?
Yeah, that's Bo. Autism
Excellent.
speaks like when it wants to. So I'm going to say thanks for having me, and I'll let them.
Oh, Stacy, awesome. So thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck with Nested Hope. Anything we can do from the LifeVac family to yours. Mwah.
Thank you. Love you guys.
All right. So Chris says maybe not joining us. So we have Leanne DiTomaso still and Samantha
Paros.
Join us. Paros. Is that how you pronounce?
Paros.
Paros.
What if can you roll it like Paros?
Yeah.
I shall Dabney Perez.
I heard so many stories about this young man's Spanish class in high school.
That's right. All you have to say, spell the word socks, and it sounds like you're speaking Spanish. S-O-C-K-S? You can do it with anything. Rocks, R-O-C-K-S, T-O-C-K-S.
Was that the class that you were asked to move your chair?
Yes, it was. I get that's we're getting off track.
Yeah. But ladies, amazing work you're doing. And we had, two testimonials. Couldn't speak greater things about both of you and how you're helping their kids communicate. is it, again, I asked you before, but it's across the board. You haven't had, like LifeVac, we don't deal with failure. You know,
Right.
Right.
No.
Keep pushing.
we
It
do
works.
not.
Keep going.
You
Yep.
just keep practicing. You keep the whole thing with spelling is it is a motor skill. So instead of using your fine motor of speech or writing, you're using a gross motor skill. So your arm is moving forward to point at letters. The more you work at that, you're teaching the brain and it becomes an automatic. So it's just a matter of a lot of practice, a lot of
yeah.
hard work.
In the beginning, is it like just the letters and this is A, B, and then how does it?
Actually, it's not.
It's worse.
Well, so one thing that is really big in spelling to communicate is presuming competence, meaning when someone walks in our doors, we presume whatever age they are, they know information that is appropriate for their age. So we don't teach people the letters, they already know the letters. So we will read a lesson and we will start asking questions. And I mean, it's definitely deeper than that. In the beginning, there's some prompting because there's a lot of motor difficulties. Their eyes, sometimes they have vision issues. And so, but we always presume that they understand and know age appropriate material.
Well, that's what Chris was talking about. He assumed that his child was stuck at a certain level and then realized, oh my, he's so far advanced that they know much more than we thought.
Oh yeah.
So that must be a great moment when you figure that out, right? I mean,
oh, for sure. I mean, there's many happy tears in our office. Yeah.
There's a lot of sad tears in our office, but it's a whole,
you mean
the whole Christmas party thing.
You mean the cell thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you girls look like, I mean, don't they look like the nicest people?
Yes.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.
light up the room.
Doing God's work. Keep going.
Yeah. How funny is it, Leanne, to see someone in Samantha that is at the beginning and didn't know what she, talks about not knowing what she wants to do and found something so rewarding, so young.
I mean, it's amazing.
And you look like sisters, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I could be her mother, but we'll pretend. It's really amazing that she found it because it's hard, when you have a job for so long and then you're like, I'm just going to switch careers. It kind of was an easy step for me. I felt like it was time, but it's great
You
that
spent enough time in the nursing. Was that the direct job? You went right from the delivery room to spelling to communicate and access S2C? And is it necessary for you to start a franchise or a business like Access S2C to do this work? Or can it be incorporated into a larger healthcare organization?
Right now it's not in anything like that. So anybody that goes through training either starts their own practice or tries to find a practice to work for.
Yeah. Remind our listeners again how to, if there's interest in getting spelling to communicate lessons for their child, or someone wants to become is it an instructor or
It's practitioner?
Practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
How does someone become a practitioner, and how does someone also seek the service?
Yeah.
Yes, it's i-asc.org.
Yep.
And then they're always welcome to contact us too. We've had people from all over the world contact us looking for practitioners. So,
And is any of it done? Can any of it be done virtually, or is it all in person?
Do you want me? So it can be. I feel like what we have found is you really need to get several sessions under your belt before we go virtually. Even our practitioner in training in Columbus, they would drive to us and I would see their son. And it was probably not until 8 months in that now I'll do Zoom sessions with them because they know how to do it. So we have to be able to teach the parent. It's not impossible to just do it virtually, but it's much easier if you can find someone in person. That's why when people reach out to us, we do the searching and we find people for them.
Wow.
Like anything in person is more personal, obviously. Yeah, it's
Better.
You got to build that trust. Then you can go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even though we connect very well virtually with our guests often, it's always great when
nice to be in the studio.
It's great to be in the studio, but we realize being from Cleveland, it's a little prohibitive.
I drove past. I dropped my daughter off at Michigan State this year, and we had to drive through Cleveland. Middle of the night. I didn't really stop in, but otherwise, that's all I know about Cleveland.
That was a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Right?
Has a lake.
Yes. Yes.
I
have
remember
to
Cleveland
ask,
Rocks.
have you been to any of the Costco's in Cleveland?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, my mom works at one of them, so
Bummer.
So
when you
what-
said that, I was like, oh,
Yeah, so Roadshow,
in
how
there.
many states have you covered so far? It was preempted momentarily.
7 states so far.
okay.
Texas and mostly east, so like New York,
East
New
Coast,
Jersey,
Maryland, Delaware,
Mel-
New Jersey,
Delaware, New Jersey,
New York.
Virginia.
The accent gets worse
New
as we go up.
Hampshire. Did I say Massachusetts?
Don't say Massachusetts, Boston. Ugh.
Samantha, we know the owner, and
Oh.
we know the people that are strategically planning out Ryan's next stop. So where is the Costco that your mom works at?
It's in Mayfield Heights, Ohio.
Mayfield Heights.
There's Cleveland Heights too.
Mm,
I'm
There
afraid of
there
it.
is a Cleveland Heights, but there's
Washington
no Costco.
Heights, Brooklyn Heights. I'm afraid of Heights.
You'd help make Roadshow feel welcome if he came to
Of course.
Mayfield Heights, right?
Oh, of
Oh, yeah.
course.
In what capacity does your mom work?
She's
at
part
Costco?
time,
Okay.
but she is one to make friends with everybody. So
She is.
So like you.
Yeah.
exactly.
She's like you.
Everyone's so nice on this show. It's unbelievable.
Well,
You would hate us if we came in studio. They would never.
Pat, from a competitive standpoint and a fan standpoint, a sports standpoint, we're used to more adversity and people
We're
at
idiots.
each other's throats.
We're too.
Yeah, New York is
Northeast is too mean.
trouble.
Yeah.
That's why I'm starting this new message of one love. And that's my answer.
we can't even have a golf tournament.
No.
We yell at the.
Oh,
Europeans
did you
too
see,
much. It's
ladies?
crazy.
Did you see the Ryder Cup?
No.
No. Thank
They're
goodness.
too busy doing God's work. They're not
Thank
watching
goodness.
golf.
Thank goodness. It was a major tournament that was here, Europeans against the U.S., and we embarrassed ourselves as New York fans. I say we loosely because it was really pathetic, some of the behavior. And let's be honest, Philadelphia doesn't have the greatest reputation in some football
They
stadiums.
boo
across the
Santa
country.
Claus in Philly.
Yeah.
But Leanne, so like when you had this epiphany and you wanted to do this, like was your family supportive? Your husband? Were they like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Definitely. My husband said, whatever, he always says, whatever you want to do, honey.
that's what men say. They don't mean it, but that's what they say.
No, they mean
It's
I
really
think-
nice because he does tell me now all the time. He's like, I'm just so proud of you. Like, look what you did. You know, we
good for you.
started our first, well, I was working in my basement. Then when we opened our first office, we only had 2 rooms in it. Then we moved and had 3 rooms. And then not even a year later, we're in our new space where we have 5 rooms and a gym. So
It's like the Brady Bunch. It's just expanding.
all of that in 3 years.
Yeah, with no business background.
Yes.
Hey, that's fantastic, girls.
Wow.
Fantastic.
We've
it
just
really
figured
is.
it out.
Really is. Wow. Incredible conversation. A huge thank you to Stacey Brown, Chris Helsing, and the co-founders of Access S2C, Leanne DiTomaso and Samantha Paros, for joining us today and sharing their insight and passion. If you want to learn more about their work, check out Access S2C online and see how they're helping individuals find their voice through spelling to communicate. And as always, thank you for listening and being part of the In the Arena community, where we celebrate people who step up, take action, and make a difference. Until next time, Pat, Ryan, keep showing up, keep learning, and one love.
Great job, girls.
One love, people.
Keep up the good
Thank
work.
you.
Thank you, Stacey.
It's no joke when you choke, so get life back and live. Without breath, there'll be death. So get life back and live. Get life back and live. Get life back and live.
Life back and live.